Ladies and gentlemen, welcome home. AlaskaDE here once again with part 2 of Operation Metro Rush attacking. This is a 52 and 14 gameplay. A lot of good plays in here. Beautiful, beautiful gun work. And we are past the first two MCOMs. The first two were covered in part 1, which you can see on my channel. And this is going to be the last two MCOMs where some stuff gets pretty heavy, pretty beautiful, to say the least. A little bit about myself. Been playing Battlefield since Battlefield 2 on PC. Things got a little rough money-wise, so I stuck with the console through the subsequent Battlefields after that. Was first in kills on Bad Company 2 for a few months, and I've been as high as number 3 on kills here on Battlefield 3 for the 360. So just gonna run through exactly what I'm doing and why I'm doing it on this gameplay, see if we can help you guys out, especially right here on this MCOM that is generally the hardest to run for people in matchmaking because of the choke points on the escalators. So you'll see here, first priority is always getting to ticket booth. Whenever I talked about this in my first video, whenever we first try to push into a base, I'm going to be loading up recon to be able to get a spawn beacon on the flank or in some other obscure location. On Operation Metro, the ticket booth with all the noise and so it's going on, the ticket booth is actually an obscure location, believe it or not. We actually see it in this video. This spawn beacon stays up for a good few minutes. Nobody notices it even when we're killing them from the ticket booth. So that's a really good thing, really good spot to put it. But the most problematic part of all this is going to be the escalators, and what we're going to say about that is, and you'll see me do it right here, check your corners, and if you see no one, do not hesitate. Push up. Right here I check, I see one kid. I probably shouldn't have engaged him because they weren't looking at me, but I did anyway because I knew Chris was in the ticket booth. Engage and then move. And right here, that was just some lag. Got killed with 249. I believe I do get 100% kill assist right here. My buddy Rebel Shot gets the kill. That was known as Chris. Yep, there it is. Gotta love those. Those are the best ever. So right here we have ticket booth locked down. We already taken A. So I'm gonna spawn in ticket booth and watch the spawns, hoping that we can catch enough people off the spawns so that my teammates can move up. As soon as you push up to this point, your focus should be on these spawns back here and not the people near the MCOMs. If one or two people get inside this ticket booth and can focus on the spawns, the rest of your team should be able to move up and arm the MCOMs. And right now, I was freaking out right here. I couldn't reload fast enough. I was screaming. You see the mic symbol. I was screaming at Chris. This is how this is supposed to be played. This is perfect execution right here. Watch the spawns to the right. They're not going to spawn to the right because I just killed them right, so I look left. Then they all spawning left. And if these three kids, they're going to spawn middle and right now. And the kid shot at me, let me know he missed all the shots, so I got suppressed, it was okay. So I'm going to kill the kid's middle, and then just check left real quick, glance at it, and then check right again, because the spawns will flip-flop. Even though we have A taken, so there's going to be less of a waiting for them to spawn on the left side. They're going to spawn more to the middle and right side, because when you take one MCOM, the opposite team will more than likely spawn closer behind the other one. So now that A is taken, they're going to spawn more behind B. As you can see here, I've killed more people on B side. And I believe this was a 16 kill run that keeps going right here, watching the spawns. And this is perfect execution. Once we killed a few people that were coming off the spawn, our team was able to move up, and we kept them on the spawn. And that's what you need to do when you're attacking and rush. I covered it in a few videos on my channel, some general tips for rush. One of them being, or a few of them being, attacking up to the MCOM, which we did. I didn't see anybody at the escalator, so I rushed into the ticket booth. Once you attack up to the MCOM, your focus should then turn to the spawns, which is exactly what we did. And that is our way of playing the objective. We knew we could slay the team, and we entrusted the arming to our teammates, and basically while we had them on the respawn, our team was able to move up and do that. So that is perfect execution for the third pair of MCOMs on Operation Metro. Don't hesitate on the escalators. If you don't see anybody, push. If you have a squad mate with you, just run up there. he can see where you die from. He can engage that person, and as a playing good medic, he can revive you. The whole idea, I mean, you're gonna take some death for your objective, but what you do not want to do ever is hesitate. If you hesitate on those escalators, or if you hesitate in other maps at certain choke points, the defenders will lock you down. You have to keep the aggression on. You have to keep pushing, and that's what we did, and we were able to push into ticket booth and take advantage of it. So right here, keeping up with the same formula that I always do, I died right there, so I loaded up recon to try. I'm gonna run my favorite route, get my spawn beacon down, and then from that spawn beacon we'll be all set up. And I got killed by the same kid again with predator vision. That's slightly annoying. So I accidentally spawned in deployment, or no, Chris had Rebel Shot had just died to try to spawn on him. So we have a choice of going up the middle, out the left door, out the right door. My preference is the right door. I do not ever like pushing up the middle. We had pushed up the right, and I noticed my teammates were in the right building, so I figured if I ran out the right doors, I wouldn't have an issue. And even if they wouldn't have been there, in most every map, I like pushing on the right sides. Just find the flanks that you like to run and learn them. Learn how to make them work. And once you learn how to make them work, you can abuse them, or however you want to say it, to your advantage. So I set up the spawn beacon on this right side. Check the message, because I'm a media whore and I have to know what people say to me. Check that message, pop back up. Generally there's more action when you come off this spawn right here, right into the defending base. I guess they had already pushed up enough. There weren't too many sitting back in the spawn. I missed these shots right here. Finally connect. Hit the brick wall like a champ. Took that brick wall out of town. Showed him who's boss. Get frustrated. Decide to move up. Happens as my teammate arms the MCOM. Bloodshot. Definitely hit that kid. Didn't get the kill for it. Push up. Nade just in case the defenders were there. Didn't know if it worked. If not, whatever. So now I am on the retaining wall. And this is the perfect spot to be. They cannot see me at all from in their spawn. I can watch into A. I can watch into B. The only real danger spots for me are going to be the two buildings, being Bakery, which is over top of A, and Library, which is the building across from A, which my teammates were in. Nice little Glock kills, and run into the death zone, killing people as they are spotted. Missed that little no-scope from the hip, and right here, I don't know what I was doing. I got the kill though, it's all good. Got a hard aim in on the concrete for some reason. So right here, I am just doing what I do best, and I am patrolling these spawns. I know where all these spawns are, because this was the beta map. And this kid's a champ. Mortared right on the dome. I took it. He said, hooray! And I died. It was okay, because at that point, running around with the sniper rifle wasn't doing too much for me. It was kind of all Glock kills. So I load up my brand new favorite class of all time, which is this M27 IAR, which if you have not used it, it functions like a the 416 with a little bit more circular recoil. So if you understand what that means, it means that the gun's it kicks, but it kicks in almost a controllable circle. If you have good aiming skills, you can easily hold this full auto and keep it pinpoint accurate. And then 46 rounds in the magazine and a high rate of fire, and in my opinion so far, it makes it the best LMG, and it rivals the assault rifles as far as accuracy and power. So I spawn in on the retaining wall. This is a good setup. I see these kids here. I get hit markers for what seems like a year, and a grenade that explodes literally on top of their skulls. No kills. Kind of salty about that one. Clean this kid up. Right here, I know I haven't been shot at all from A until right then when I say that. So I wasn't really focused on the buildings at all. You don't see me looking up there. I know my team is pretty much pushed into there. So I'm waiting for them to take A. Since we had armed B, I was kind of focused on the defending spawns instead of the people coming back towards B from A. So this is why they get this disarm. Once again, I'm getting more hit markers than I thought humanly possible. And here we go. My favorite gun in the game, the Pocket P90, otherwise known as the Glock 18. This kid gets it really badly. Nice little triple quad if you count the M27 kill right before. pushing them to spawns. That's that constant aggression right there. My first thought after killing those kids was to look towards their spawns, because I just killed 4 people. I just killed a third of their team. So there are only 6 people alive, and since those 4 rushed in from A, my assumption is that the rest of the team is dead and coming from the defending spawn, which some of them had be. So that's that heads up play. Once you kill people, especially if you're near an MCOM, look towards the spawn right away. It did that. I got killed. Teammate, this is right here the beauty of the spawn beacon. My squad keeps on spawning here into the action. They have a clear line of sight into the defending team's spawn. They have a somewhat clear line of sight into the B MCOM area. I keep getting killed with this PKP all game long. You see it in the first half, especially. I commented on it a bunch. But the PKP, LMGs in general, I think I was only killed by LMGs. It seemed like the PKP and the M249 was what I died from all game. And then right there, I was kind of berating Rebel Shot, my best friend, and the other guy from shooting at the defending teams from our spawn beacon. We want to kind of keep that on the down low where that's located at. Little heads up play right there too. Make sure when you have a spawn beacon on the flank, don't engage the enemy from the general area of the spawn beacon. Right here, a little pro tip, I was standing on top of that little bench right there you saw. Gonna try to kill that mortar kit, because mortars and the support class in general this whole game was just had my number. So once again, third, fourth time I've done this now, going back to the retaining wall, they have 0 visibility on you from their spawn, and you have full eyes on them coming out of their spawn. And there you have it, guys. Your team won. Love seeing that every single day. Every single day. Finishing up 52 and 14, 85 points shy of the 8K game. And that is how it is done. 3 different kits, an attachment, 28 medals, ribbons, whatever you call them, and a service star and a weapon, 18,000 points, and the win. Going hard. Or, as my friend says, going pig. Because it's the same as going ham, but it just sounds cooler saying going pig. Big props to everybody else, the team that stayed. I would never let my stats look at that end of the game. I'd rage quit long before. Thank you everyone for stopping by. Thank you to pixelenemyRevive for showcasing this. Guys, if you liked this, go ahead and be sure to drop by my channel for part 1 of this video, along with many other Battlefield videos that I'm sure you will enjoy. Thank you very much, and have a good day.